I'm about to undergo for the next year the greatest social experiment ever. I just moved in with another single mom.
Hey y'all, woo woo, guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. I'm invested now, where we discuss things like life lessons, okay, that you need to know. You're not bitter, sis. You're not going crazy. You just need a village. You just need a break, a 2-day break at least from them kids. And that's what this video is about, because this is what we need to do. Anyway, let's get into it.
I'm about to undergo for the next year the greatest social experiment ever. I just moved in with another single mom. We did it. We did it. We're going to save money. We have a house. It's like a family house with a yard. I'm going to get chickens because I want to be a chicken mom. I'm going to build a fucking chicken coop. I just pressure washed the garage. Pressure washed. It was so satisfying because we're going to turn it into a playroom. It's just, I'm going to make content about all of this. I'm going to film all of it because men didn't show up for us. But you know what? We're showing up for each other and we're going to figure it out. And I also am really poor and I want free furniture. So I'm just going to keep making content until like some fucking furniture brand sends us a table because I don't have a dining room table and I can't afford one right now. So just follow along. It's going to be a shit show. It's going to be fun. Just moved in with another single mom. We did it. We did it. We're going to save money.
Go back and look at that video. That single mom has moved in with another single mom, and you know what? She's going to change her life for the better. So many single moms are looking for the next boyfriend, the next live-in person, the next husband that's going to make life easier, because we know when you're raising kids, life is easier when you have another adult in the home. But what if it was another single mom? Listen, my name is Dana and I coach working moms, and I did this very thing. I had the opportunity to have a job that was going to change my life, triple my income. And I had my friend, who is also a single mom of adult children, move in with me. Her children were grown and gone. But guess what? We shared expenses. We shared a house. Her being here made it easier for me, and vice versa. I can confidently tell you I would not have succeeded in that job if I didn't have that kind of support. Because when I had to work late, I had someone that could help me pick up my daughter. When I had to work on a Saturday or travel, there was someone else in the house that I trusted. So if you're a single mom and you are considering this, let me help you and the other single mom vet this out. My name is Dana. I'm a certified life coach for working and single mothers who has done this very thing. I cannot say enough about how wonderful it was for my life. Just click the link in my bio and we can get on a consult call and let me help you with the questions you need answered in order to make this kind of arrangement successful.
When they say it takes a village to raise a child, we all know that the village is and has always been other women. Yet somehow we're stuck in a world that tells us that the only way to raise children is with a traditional nuclear setup with a man, not the children, positioned squarely at the center. But Chanel and Amber, they said no thanks. They refuse to keep waiting for unreliable men to show up and decide to create a new kind of family together. One rooted in collaboration, support, and sanity. Their choice to move in together isn't just practical, it's transformative, offering them the peace of mind and progress that so many single moms struggle to find when they're forced to shoulder everything alone. Watch this.
I'm about to undergo for the next year the greatest social experiment ever. I just moved in with another single mom. We did it. We did it. We're going to save money. We have a house. It's like a family house with a yard. I'm going to get chickens because I want to be a chicken mom. I'm going to build a fucking chicken coop. I just pressure washed the garage. Pressure washed. It was so satisfying because we're going to turn it into a playroom. It's just, I'm going to make content about all of this. I'm going to film all of it because
Now, before you roll your eyes and dismiss this as a cute roommate story, hear me out. Chanel and Amber have created something far more profound. A model of what family and community can look like when women choose to lean on each other instead of waiting for unreliable partners And here's the best part. This isn't just about them. It's a blueprint for any woman who's ready to stop waiting and start building a life on her own terms. Communal parenting, or some may call it mommune, isn't a new concept. It's been happening globally for centuries, especially in ethnic communities where women have been widowed or left to fend for their families alone. But you rarely hear about it. Why? Because, let's be honest, who benefits from women knowing they can thrive without men? And what system would crumble if women consistently saw example after example of other women's lives getting better, growth continuing, and succeeding, thriving in the absence of men?
Two single moms decided to move in together and show up for each other after men didn't show up for them. Mom Chanel Wolf announced that she had just moved in with her new parenting partner. She was so proud that they were going to save money and that they had a house with a yard. Moving in with a roommate was never part of Wolf's life plan, but as a 36-year-old single mom, life took some unexpected twists and turns. But even though times were hard, she showed up as a mom, ensuring that her daughter felt safe and loved. Wolf's new roommate/parenting partner, Amber, is also a single mom, and this new arrangement will give them both the support that they need since neither of them have family nearby. A couple of weeks after moving in, Wolf provided an update, saying that the ways that she and Amber show up for each other are like nothing she could have ever imagined. Things are just getting done. No one even has to ask, and the little girls are starting to get along. Wolf is even making plans for backyard chickens and converting the garage into a pink playroom for the girls. And Wolf is recognizing that every time she's received unconditional love and support in her life, it's come from a girlfriend. The idea of a mommune isn't new, and there are benefits for the moms who get to share the burden of finances and childcare while finding companionship with other single moms, as well as benefits for children who have built-in playmates and additional trusted adults in their lives. It's an alternative living arrangement that can work beautifully. Wolf hopes that her story will inspire other single moms to stop waiting around for a man to show up and instead turn to their fellow women for support. Because women supporting women, we absolutely love to see it.
Let me just say this, okay? If single moms actually stick together, combine resources, split rent down the middle, help each other with their kids, help each other with meals, y'all wouldn't be struggling as much as you are. Oh, I don't trust other women. Oh, I want my own space. Oh, but you'll move in with a nigga quick. Oh, but you like struggling? You like having it all done all by yourself? It's okay if you got some wounds, you got some trust issues that you need to address. Get that situated before you move in with anybody at all. But I'm just saying, hello, that's the missing key, us sticking together. We need to start doing that, and our lives will be way easier than they are.
Many of my friends in their 30s are starting to live together, and I think that there is something to this. I am in no way giving up on men or dating. I'm just saying that I think that if you're single, there's a different way to live life that a lot of us have not considered. For some reason, we see it as the best thing to live by ourselves, to have this like nuclear family and to do all these things alone. But I know that my family, like my mom's Latina, and we've always lived with our family and super close to our family. So a few months ago, I had to move to Atlanta and I could not take my daughter. And my friend who's from Brazil came to live with me. And it was the biggest relief ever because it was someone that I know and trust, and because she's also Latina, like I knew that parenting wise, she would know what to do with my daughter. She's also a therapist. There was just so many levels of why it could work. But also we're both single. And so it really helps. And even when I was dating, like as a single mom, it was really helpful to have her here where I could just like easily go on dates and easily see the person that I was with. And he was even like, what's the plan with like you and your friend living together? And I was like, well, I don't really see any reason why we wouldn't live together because we support each other. She helps with my daughter. We help each other film content. We help each other with work stuff. We talk all the time about everything. I feel like I have a co-parent here. We cook together. We exercise together. It's kind of like having a partner, but we just don't have sex, honestly. And I feel like when you live alone, it's also really difficult because you get kind of stuck in your own ways for so long. And I've seen that with a lot of my girlfriends who are single. And I feel like as they get older and older, it gets harder and harder for them to find a partner. But I'm in this place where, you know, I've always had family super, super close, whether living down the street or when I was living in Portugal, like always had people coming to live with me and stay with me. I've also had live-in help a lot of times in my life for my daughter. But this is not live and help. This is like a partnership. And there's more and more people who are building these communities or mom communities or whatever, where it's either single friends or moms who are single moms who are living together. And like I said, I don't think this is a negative thing. There was this dating coach, and he said that the future of dating will be women living together like the Golden Girls and men having AI girlfriends. Well, I hope to God that is not true. You can see by the popularity of, OnlyFans that this whole like personalization and men just wanting to have some girlfriend who is not a real person, like, is actually a thing. And in my age range of like 28 to 35 are really just choosing to choose friendships over everything. And I'm so happy when my friends find partners. And I still think that, there's an amazing person for me. I just dated someone who was amazing, but we just had completely different life paths, lived in different places on earth. Like, it just wasn't going to. But I have total faith in that. And in between that, I truly, truly believe that living together and building these communities together stops us from feeling any type of loneliness and actually helps us grow in so many ways. And I think it's like the financially smart thing to do. I don't know. What do you think?
This was our first 24 hours really together. And as you can see, the house is a complete show. I woke up and made the girls breakfast. Amber's making the lunch. And then they got to play a little this morning and did some makeup together. And then I had to put the camera down because they got into a huge fight. And we're really learning how to share. Also, as you can see, everything is unpacked. We just moved in yesterday. It's going to take us forever. Blending 2 full homes, but we did get Elf on the Shelf. But blending 2 full homes takes so much work. Oh my God. But the dogs are doing great, thank God. And we're going to have a huge yard sale because we have so much shit. So here we go.
I have a confession to make. I'm junky as hell. Where you may not find food, you will find shoes. Where you won't find cups, you will find clothes. Where you will not find underwear, you will find containers. Stuff. I'm junky. That is why, one of the main reasons why I cannot live with someone, especially if they're clean. But guess what? The audacity of me. You cannot be junky like me. Y'all, I would figure it out though. I would figure it out in this big age if I could find a dope ass female that has a child that's not male centered, that does not feel like she has to have a man, but is comfortable being alone. But if the right man comes along, she's ready. Those, yes, and has a child. I prefer a boy and a girl because I do not have a daughter, and I would love to contribute to a daughter. Or, well, like the other chick, she had their kids were grown, and I guess she still wanted that presence of kids. My child is awesome. If you are a naysayer to this, you are probably somebody who nobody likes, or the type of woman that I wouldn't like. But if you are the one that looks past that and you're looking more for community, for being excited about the right woman, you are a true girl's girl. Yes. Uh-huh. Congratulations. So I would love this. Hey, comment below. Comment below what you think. Comment below if you are open to it. Maybe we can make this a thing. Now, while I'm not too, I don't know about meeting offline, I'm sorry, I paused because you can always tell it's an electric car because we sound like damn, what do we sound like when we pulling up? Some of these electric cars, especially, I think that's a Kia or a Honda next to me. It sounds like a damn Wheel of Fortune wheel. It sounds like a spaceship. Okay, anyway, I digress. So, ladies, I am open for this. I am yearning for this. But I'm the type, I'm not an extrovert. So it would have to be somebody who does their own thing. We're all in the same house, maybe all doing our own thing and not talking. Just the presence. But you know what? The cost, I'm thinking about, okay, so she got a child, I got a child. We would need at least a 3-bedroom. The rent is renting right now. The rent that I seen is $2,500. But you divide that in half. What is that? What is that? $2,500 divided by 1,000, 1,300, 1,250. Then you add on utilities. Hell, I could just get a 1-bedroom. So it's not really worth it. It would have to be some reasoning behind it. Does that make sense? Because right now, what do I pay? 1,700, 1,800 for what I have now, including utilities. So I wouldn't, unless I'm saving at least $500. It's not worth it because I have my own peace. But if, like, I think, for instance, if it was a family house, mama house, it's already paid off, and she was like, hey, come live with me and my child, yeah, $1,000. Oh, yes. But if it's we signing a lease together, mm-mm. And you guys do know they have leases as low as, in certain markets, I don't know what market you guys are in, 3 months. You do a trial period with somebody to see, how it goes. They even have month to month. You do a 60-day, and see how it works. And then you guys sign for the year. When does the mask come off? About 90 days? What you need? 90 days? 4 months maybe would be better. Yeah. So I'm down for it. I would love it. This could strengthen communities too. Some people may be like, no, you need a man. The Bible says Adam and Eve. Okay, well, y'all need to tell these men that. Well, not in my situation. My situation was reckless. Child, I was just out here wilding. Wasn't in the right state of mind wilding. Side note, don't ever date when you are going through something. That's the dumbest thing to do because you're not in your right mind. Oh, and then I didn't think I could have kids. It felt like I met his dad in 24 hours and I was pregnant. And I'm like, seriously? So anyway, yes, I am down. I am down. That's it. I don't need to go into it. I need to find some Facebook groups. There's a group for everything. Maybe I should start a Facebook group. But you have to really, I don't think this is somebody you should meet online. I think this is somebody, a friend of a friend, or a community. If you are out in your area, I live in an amazing area that it's mainly couples, it's family, it's marriage, it's conservative, it's Christian. So I love the area that I'm in, but of course I don't fit in because I am unwed. And they don't play about that here. Yeah, if you are unmarried, they will side eye you. But mainly, it depends. It depends. The Caucasians here, you have to have status. The black people here, yes, or African Americans, you have to. They're more judgmental, honestly. But you gotta have status as well, which there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that because but my thing is, don't judge because I am not your average single mom. I'm not going to take your husband or try. I'm not always looking for a handout. Yes, help, yes, but I'm funny about who my child goes with. So you picking my child up from school, I got to get to know you. I'm not out here hoeing it up. I actually prefer hanging out with married couples. I wish a married couple would take me under their wing and we can be poly. That would be amazing. Don't tell nobody I said that. I just had to say it. But luckily, hopefully nobody is listening at this point. Hopefully everybody has checked out. Okay, it's time for you to get off. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. Let me know what y'all think below. Until next time. Bye.